It's easy to forget how transgressive this was at that time, just for you to be coming out and just doing your thing like that. That there was like, this is still very much, this is way before Lil Yachty. This is way before, Ebro has to wrap his mind around a new like teenage rapper every week.
Facts. It's a different time. Lil Yachty I look at him as somebody as a part of my tribe.
Right.
Or whatever. And like, I look at my tribe as like a Dungeon Family tribe. Or whatever. Like Dungeon Family is like my OGs. So like, CeeLo, Andre 3000, Big Boy, that whole Shara. Those are the guys, whereas like, those are the people the trajectory that I look at and respect as far as from a style to music. Some people, I just like their music or whatever. Like I would never like, I don't know, any of those any other artists' like style or whatever, but I like that's when I say style, fashion, I'm sorry.
Right.
Or whatever. And like rap style, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like fashion is what matters the most to me when it comes to a lot of decisions that I make. So Dungeon Family was outlandish because he had Andre. Andre, you can't conform. If you want to come with a wave, you want to create a wave, how can you conform?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I knew that.
He certainly. So was that was influential on you, like Andre and them in particular?
I would think, yeah.
Because he put himself out there in such a way that it was like he was constantly making a splash with his clothing and shit. It's like he didn't even have to.
Well, you see, being from Atlanta, you talk to a lot of Atlanta dudes. You know what I'm saying? You've talked to a lot of Atlanta dudes. I feel
Not
like
Young Scooter yet. Where's Young Scooter?
Oh, the legend, Young Scooter. That's my boy.
I need Young Scooter in here. Then I can say I've interviewed a lot of Atlanta dudes.
That's who you should interview first.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to you interviewing Thug, though. That was cute. I love that.
Good. That took a lot of hustle.
That was good. You was on your shit. That was you working. I seen a little bullet sweat.
That's what you do. You want to get a Young Thug interview backstage. It's going to be tough to get that in L.A. where he's got all these people he wants to fuck with. You go to England, way less friends. He's like, maybe
that's why people ain't putting up numbers like you, because they're not going to fucking England.
Strategic.
All right. If you got to send Joe Rogan some notes, send Joe Rogan some notes.
See, he don't care enough.
Nah, he wants to interview Young Thug.
You think?
It may be a good conversation. I don't know.
I wish that if I could wish for anything from Joe Rogan, I wish he was just a bit more hip hop fluent, so that we could have like seen the Joe Rogan 6ix9ine interview. The Joe Rogan fucking Young Thug interview would just be, oh man. But
maybe we want to hear Thug talk about something other than rap. Because he never really talks about his raps, even when you do talk to him for 20 minutes or two. He's not going to talk to you about the raps. It's too complex.
And that's the worst thing about interviewing rappers, to be totally honest, is that even when you have a Thug who, it's the most fascinating, mind-blowing thing in the world. Why is Najee from Rap Radar here? That's an insane fucking collab that I did not expect at all. Wow. When you, like, even Thug, who's, his rapping is so beyond words, so fascinating, but it's really, really, really hard to talk to him about that because he creates music in a space where he's not really thinking about what he's doing. So it's hard for him to almost talk about specific songs, even because it's such a non-thinking process when he's making the songs.
Like, basically, like, I'm just doing me. I'm not really trying to explain it. I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't say that I know Thug more than you. I might have known him longer than you, just because we're from Atlanta. I got a chance to see him early in his career and bring him out on stage and bring him out at the show that I was doing when he was young. And amazing, equally as amazing then. I just personally feel that if I had to say any 2 cents about him, is that he knows that what he's doing is in a higher cortex than that has enough time to conversate with somebody he doesn't know they're actually there for him, or here for clout. Everybody's chasing the clout. So I don't know if Adam is here for clout or Adam is here because he actually cares.
It's true.
You know, it's a lot of random white dudes in England trying to interview Young Thug. Keeping it a buck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know your intentions. A lot of times your intentions is what decides how he reacts to you or whatever. He gave you 20-something minutes. Yeah. So shout out to fucking you for that.
But he gave Big Boy an hour.
He's black.
I mean, Big Boy deserves all the respect in the
world.
He's old. So I can't question that at all.
Man. You said it like he wasn't supposed to get the fucking 45 minutes. Like, what the fuck?
How he needs that?
Come on, man.
I'll give Big Boy an hour any day.
I feel like he gave you, like, bro, I feel like he gave you something that you deserve, because anybody else, I don't think they deserved it.
He dropped bars, too. He didn't hold back at all. I don't feel like Thug is really capable of holding back when he talks, which is why when he started talking about Lil NasX, there was just no degree to which it felt like he had been media trained at all. He had to just spill exactly what he thought at that moment.
What do you think that with Lil NasX, right?
Yeah.
What do you think that you need to be media trained about him about? Like, from your personal opinion?
Well, I mean, Thug...
Because he's gay?
Well, no, because Thug said, I don't think he should have came out because it's going to open up so many problems for him, blah, blah, blah. And if you paid attention to what he was saying, it was a relatively nuanced take that he was basically,
It wasn't the time to come out.
He was being cautious on his behalf, saying, him coming out, it's going to open him up to so much criticism, so much rah, 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 which is a kind of understandable opinion, but, obviously the media then runs with it and says, Young Thug says that Lil Nas should not have came out of the closet.
Oh, is that what they did?
A little bit of that. So
that'd be all right.
But that's kind of funny because, number one, Thug doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. Number two, like, anybody who was thinking about how the media was going to spin what they were saying in that moment would have definitely said what he said way differently. But he's not thinking about how they're going to
And y'all in England.
Shit. And we in England eating Nando's.
Come on, man. Nando's chicken's the shit.
Formerly known as Chicken Land. So yeah, you're just coming out and you just exploded in a ridiculous way. Do you feel like you were one of the first to really like utilize YouTube and shit to blow up at that time?
I had some choice words I just said at Billboard today. I love them. I whatever, but for me, I live by respect. I read the book, it's The Art and Science of Respect. That's by Jay Prince, Senior.
Oh yeah,
I read that whole book. And that book allowed me to understand that in any aspect of life, no matter how much money is involved, because I know that money is most people's God out here, that you can't lose that essence of respect. So when it comes to respect, I was less like, okay, man, everything is the shit, right?
Right.
That's what the media is saying.
You're talking about even before it popped off, or you're talking about when you're in that moment?
In the moment.
Okay.
In the moment, right? We drop it on Worldstar, it goes viral. The term viral never really existed in hip hop.
New term at the time.
You know what I'm saying? So with Billboard, because that's what I was talking about. Today they said everybody's been dropping their decade. We're going into 2020. I call that the vision year. So they're reading like the top things of the 10 years that influenced this, that. You know what I'm saying?
I hate lists.
And I'm not gonna say I hate lists. Some lists make me wonder why. And because I work in the media world, also, I know that it's different types of people that are putting these lists together. And sometimes when I see certain lists, I wonder what group of people in that particular building put this list together. Because that list from them is not wrong from their opinion, but how many cultures do they touch when they leave that building to make that decision when they're in that fucking building?
Right.
And that is what upset me to a certain extent with the list that they put together for like songs that shifted the decade. Because I know no matter what the list says, because like I said to them, I don't depend on opinions to feed my family. I know that All Go Everything changed the whole perspective of how hip hop works from 2013 onwards and helped open that door to make hip hop the #1 genre, because I'm just going off facts. I'm not going off of my exaggerated opinion of what I think I'm the shit and you motherfuckers suck. No, I'm going off numbers and facts. In 2011, 2012, hip hop was not the #1 genre. It was the shit, but it wasn't the #1 genre. Yeah, by the time that the Migos dropped Flip Flop, Drop Top, that song, hip hop moved into #1 genre, 2 years ago now?
But also a lot of that has to do with the fact that the streams if you were actually able to, at that time, count every Dat Piff stream, every YouTube stream, all this shit was not being counted towards the way that hip hop was being calculated. So you had hip hop being listened to largely in ways that weren't being accounted for. Now you have Lil Nas X having the biggest fucking song and it's all accounted for. Right. Bad and Bougie was like one of the first songs that really benefited from that because it was being streamed endlessly on YouTube. Your situation...
No. My point of saying that to you...
But it would be a lot easier to quantify the success of All Go Everything or whatever if it had came out during the streaming era, because then those stats would have been really quantified.
No. The number, from a number perspective, yes. I'm just speaking from the standpoint of opening the door to get the Migos to that place so that these people can come through the door and do their thing and get those #1 records and hip hop be the #1 genre. I'm just saying that All Go Everything is one of those key pieces that helped that. It crossed over into Saturday Night Live. It crossed over, and it was one of the first songs where people actually used the term viral. Nobody ever said the word viral for any nigga song that came out in 2012. A$AP Ferg dropped Work, the original. That didn't go viral. That was a hard-ass video. I watched it. I liked him. The reason I did the remix because I liked his video for the first one. If I didn't like the video, I wouldn't have did the remix. And they brought me out, but I wouldn't have because I actually pay attention, I actually give a fuck about the people who I work with. That's why I work with many people. I would have, because you got to actually be doing something for the right reasons. I don't be chasing clout. I don't got to chase clout. I was what niggas chased before niggas was chasing it. So
when you stop
my
chasing
world,
clout, I'm still chasing clout.
Are you?
I think so.
What kind of clout do you want, though?
I mean, every interview I'm trying to get is, I'm trying to make a splash, trying to get that real conversation that everybody wants to hear, so it'll blow up on the internet,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. I mean, how am I
Is
not
that clout chasing or is that good interviewing?
But it is what it is. I mean, think about it. Like, there's so many people that have made amazing careers out of basically just being tapped in. Basically being around everybody. They're always there, so they come to mind. I know so many people that made millions of dollars off of basically just being in the right place. And they were in the right place because these motherfuckers go everywhere and they're backstage all the fucking time. I don't got it in me.
What's it called? I don't either. You know what? It's so crazy that you say that. And you know who I got to applaud for being a person that was just everywhere at the right time? Rich the Kid.
Very true.
I think that Rich the Kid's career is as successful, and he's an incredible businessman, because in the beginning when he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and I don't know if he didn't know what the fuck he was doing when he was doing it because I didn't actually know him. But I'm assuming, so if I'm wrong, I could be wrong, or whatever, Rich is a good kid, or whatever, we could talk about it. But I feel that the one thing I always say, like, this nigga's hustle is amazing. This nigga is in everybody's IG story. How are you in 7 IG stories a week in different states? You're a bad motherfucker. Right. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And some people look at it as like, this motherfucker thirsty. He blood, Crips, this, that. And I'm looking at it like, man, this motherfucker hustling. Right. So I feel where you're coming from, because I look at a lot of motherfuckers be slimy. They slime here, slime there, slime here, slime there, or whatever. But it's one way when you're sliming and another way when you're hustling. And I respect when you're hustling. When you sliming, you ain't shit. And you're going to end up getting caught up on that gang changing or whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? It be happening out here.
Right. Yeah. No, I feel you for sure. But, you want to know something that I noticed is that some random ass YouTube channel put out a video like a month or two ago, like, what really happened to Trinidad James?
You seen that? That shit got a lot of views,
500,000 views on this random ass channel. I'm like, man, people are still like really curious about you. Like, if that video gets 500,000 views from some random ass channel, that's
random channel, dude. I seen that too. I watched it because I was like, shit, I want to know what happened to me.
How'd you feel watching it?
It was fucking...
Because they create a narrative.
Yeah, they even used newer clips from this year too. So I was like, this ain't old. This is newer. Right. Or whatever, And what I realize is that either you're controlling the narrative or the narrative is controlling you. And what I mean by that, that's basically black and white. But what I mean by that is that you're gonna have more people with an opinion of you than the actual true fact of what you're trying to get across. Right. Just because that's how this shit is set up, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I be mad at some people trying to tell other people what happened to me? Because I gotta look at the person that listens to them about what happened to me compared to, you can go to my Instagram and see what the fuck I'm doing every day. Because every day I drop a daily quote of life, this, that. I'm doing a million things every day. So the fact that you would go to another motherfucker to get drugs when you live right next door to the drug man, I don't know what to say about you.
So you're saying you're the drug man?
Nah, you're the drug man.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're the drug man.
You want some drugs, though? No, we got no plugs in there. NoJumper.com. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want one of these, you know where to go. And then No Jumper Facebook, too. Link is down in the description. Some good stuff going on over there. Appreciate y'all watching this.